Good morning, everybody. John Seville here from Acorn Wealth, and here is your morning executive summary update. Now, we started to head into breaking resistance yesterday. We can see that the S&P 500 was teetering along this top-end trend line and breached through yesterday. The question was it a fake out? Or are we truly going higher? Now today we have struggled with continuing the break. It's just still kind of sitting on that margin, squeeze between the top end resistance line and the 5 and 9 day moving average providing support before. So it's anyone's guess here as we start to sit there, but there certainly is still a prominent uptrend in place until those moving averages and that resistance are broken down beneath from. So, of course, another really key thing that we need to be aware of is that it's options expiration day on Friday, the 21st, and that will set the range to which you're going to be wanting to watch next week. So if we break below the range of Friday's trading and close below that range, it's likely that we're going to see a down market until the end of November. If we close above the range set by Friday's trading, it's likely we're going to continue to go higher until the end of November. So that's a key thing to watch. Now, in the meantime, talking about options expiration, we have a couple of key players reporting. CRM. Now this one's an interesting play because it's actually potentially in part of a head and shoulders pattern with a sharp neckline down. You can see, however, there's this one obtrusion where it pokes out, which makes it a little bit unideal. However, there's that possible more of a messy trend going on. Moreover, you can see that as of the last 2 days, this big uptrend that's been building has been broken, and we're down about just over 2% in today's trading already. And of course, they actually report after market today. The most notable thing perhaps about CRM when considering which way the earnings will play is having a look at the insider trading. And if you have a look at the insider action, there's a very strong exodus from basically all types of different people across the board: COO, CFO, co-founder, and this goes back all the way through into October. Now, does that mean that the sky is going to fall? No. But if I was the owner of a company that I thought was going to go up 20% after market, after earnings, I certainly wouldn't be selling. So it's not so much maybe what their actions tell us, but the fact of what their actions tell us may not be likely. Okay, so CRM is something that I'm looking at as a play. I'm in terms of the option chain on CRM. If you want to get a little bit of extra time, the $58.50 puts are currently at $1.27 ask and $1.07 bid, which expire at the end of next week. And for the more speculative players, you've got the $58.50 puts that expire this Friday, currently priced at 81 cents. And there was some fairly decent action on those yesterday. You can see some big bids coming in terms of the sizes, all in these puts at the moment. The next one on the list is so this one was probably the most notable because it is considered such a strong company. So a big gap down below 58.50 could be a big and pleasant surprise for people holding puts. BERY is another one that reports, and they report tomorrow, I believe. I'll just double check that. But BERY, is November 21st before market, and I just want to keep your eye on to see how it acts tomorrow. I wouldn't be jumping in ahead of the game yet. I'm not going to. I'm waiting to see what happens to this candle here. You can see it caught the moving average and is just holding in this squeeze. I'd like to see a bearish close on this, and then if we see some bearish action on this, much like we did on CRM's chart, then that could be an indication that we're going to be heading lower, and then I'd be looking at some of these puts here on the $25 puts currently are priced at 15 cents. The $30 puts currently priced at $3.90. And the final one that we found of interest, which is JKS. Now, a lot of the solar stocks have been really crushed after market. First Solars have a really tough time. A lot of the solar stocks have had a really tough time. And a lot of traders consider Jinko Solar to be one of the weaker ones. And you can see, again, this the same type of pattern that I pulled up on CRM. You can see this potential head and shoulders here. And we're right up into the shoulder now at $23.32. And so, as as a potential head and shoulders play, playing off the weakness of the other solar companies. This could be one. You can see the $22 puts are currently priced at 40 cent bid, 65 cent ask, or with a 55 cent last transaction price. So those are the three plays that I'm looking at. I'm looking at these as purely playing options during earnings, of course. The idea of short-term options like this is we assume that it'll either, if it has a nice gap, we'll have a potentially beautiful profit. If we don't have a gap into the zone of the out of the money we're looking for, we expect them to expire worthless. So this is one of the things that we're only investing, small amounts of money where, a few $100s could turn into a few thousand if you're right, but willing to risk those few $100s in case we're wrong. For those who've been following options during earnings season, alerts that we've been getting over the last few months, they've performed extremely well. So, off the back of some of those high flyers, the idea is that if you have one or two that do really well, it accounts for 5 or 6 that might do nothing. So always consider your own investment risk before taking any action, of course. And these are not recommendations to buy these. The final one to take a look at is NUGT. Gold had a really nice rally over these last few days. A lot of the miners did extremely well, and NUGT had a beautiful rally up to a high of 1696. Has pulled back just about 13% today, so it's right back down to support. So I'm looking at this as also as a potential play here from this 1480 zone up towards 1883. So really good potential there for a nice pop of up to about $4, which of course would be over 20%. And those are the stocks for your watch list for potential trading opportunities. We hope it helps, and make sure you do like our YouTube channel. And for a free trial of our executive summary video service for daily updates and videos, go to acornwealthcorp.com and fill out the contact us page with the title free trial. Talk to you soon. Happy trading.